Right, we are on. We have interim head coach Adrián González. JJ, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Adrián, obviously there were some issues with the referee, but we're not gonna go there yet. What were some of the unique challenges with the weather today and the constant movement of this match?
Yeah, we were expecting for sure to play at 1:30. We were aware because the weather was a key factor today, and yeah, we had that situation, and I don't know, try to face it as better as possible. I think it was positive that we could change the time and try to play later because I think for thinking about players' health, I think it wasn't a good option to play at 1:30. But yeah, again, so try to for sure to have the ball as much as possible. That's for me the best way to defend, and try to be as compact as possible, to try to run less and run better for sure. But for sure it's been a challenge because players' fatigue was high. But also we know that they play on Wednesday, so that was another factor that if we were tired, maybe they also were too. So yeah, again, so we've tried to compete as better as possible, and I think we've done an amazing job today because it wasn't an easy game, and also I think Gotham, they are competing very good, and they are a really good team. So I'm happy with the performance today. Well, at the beginning, I think it's been, well, we had different moments that we could keep the ball a little bit more, but today also we know that they want to keep the ball, and sometimes we had to defend in a low or block and try to defend our box. And we know that today we needed that because they're attacking pretty good too, and we've been working on that also last weeks, how to defend our box, how to be physical, and how to protect those spaces. And yeah, I think winning 1-0, and then with that red card, I think the game changed for sure. We tried to be more patient with ball. We adjusted a little bit the shape because we could create more chances, especially through the width, with Gabby, Trin, and also Casey through the left side. And yeah, try to play in the half as much as possible, try to have longer attacks, because I think in the first half today, sometimes when we win it back, we lost it again, and we wanted to play in the half as much as possible. But yeah, sometimes it's not easy. But I think we competed very good, and also we've played with the rhythms today. We know when we needed to slow down a little bit the game, being more patient, and when we needed to accelerate a little bit because we have a space behind their back, especially with one player down. We know that we could be dangerous attacking the back line.
Appreciate that. And I also wanted to ask about Courtney Brown, before, outside of her goal, but also including the goal. It seemed like she's getting more comfortable, as playing in that role that you had her play in. And then obviously she runs alongside Croy and gets the perfect pass and puts it away. What have you kind of seen from her development, and also how good is it for her to finally kind of get a goal to cap all that good work?
She's doing very good. We knew that we needed to be patient with her and with these players that are coming from college, because they need time to develop. They need time to get adjusted to the league, to the rhythm. And we are trying to help these players because they are so talented. Every player is different. So Hal, for example, and Croy, maybe they adapted maybe easy at the beginning, but Croy's, Heather, Courtney, McKenna. So those players also are training very good, and we are giving them chances because we believe a lot on them, and then they are doing an amazing job, and we need them. So they are the future of Washington Spirit, and yeah, that's why step by step they are getting more minutes, they are getting more experiences, and I think it's positive as a team that we can also bring these young players, and they are showing that level.
Appreciate it. Congrats again on the win.
Thank you.
Bernie, go ahead.
Great win, Coach. Could you touch on the fact that you were able to stop the top players for Gotham, and not only that, you stopped the #1 defense?
I didn't stop. Players stopped it. Yeah. I'm
Your
just
technique did.
yeah, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, we know that Gotham, they weren't conceding goals at all, so they've been winning and getting really good results. And we know that today would be a tough game. So I think it's been a collective work. We've defended 11 players today, reducing the spaces, especially in the middle, because we know that they like to progress through the middle with the midfielders. They have Labelle there, especially first half receiving in between lines, so they are really dangerous. And we know that we needed to be really compact today, try to get as tight as possible to the players. And I think we've done an amazing job today collectively as a team. Again, we are attacking and defending 11 players, and that's why I think today we've had that performance, because sometimes we need to defend like that, and it's part of our identity too. So we need to know how to go deep and how to be compact, how to defend our box. Again, we've conceded 0 goals today. That's another step forward, because we are trying to reduce those goals. And yeah, I think that's really good for the team.
Jackie, go ahead.
Thank you. Hey coach, appreciate you taking some time and congrats on the win. I just wanted to get your thoughts about just what you were most proud of when you look at just from today's result and what that was like for you.
I'm proud of all players. I'm proud of the way that they are competing. I think they are showing that we are so mature, because we can compete at home, away. Doesn't matter the team that we have in front. We know how we want to play. We know which is our identity. We know how to defend. We know how to attack in a different way. So we are pretty dynamic. And now I'm so proud that all players are involved. We are making rotations. We have all the players, I think, connected. And yeah, we can make changes. And according to the game, according to the profiles that we need, we can have different options. So I'm so happy with the team culture that we are building. And I think that's a consequence. The results are just a consequence that what we are doing every day during the training sessions.
Yeah, just a quick follow-up talking about the culture. I know Jonah has only been here for a few days, but just wanted to get your thoughts about what it's like to have been just, having him here with the team and building that culture like you were talking about.
That's great. I'm sure he's gonna help us for sure. He's gonna bring quality, experience. And yeah, the team, as I was saying, so we built that during a lot of months, that culture, and now it's too easy to be part of this family, because the players are amazing. They are so mature. They are welcoming Jonah and the other guys, and it's been just a few days, but they are feeling at home already. So I think that shows that we've been doing an amazing job, and now it's just a matter of time that we can be better. We are going to improve for sure, and yeah, we are going to have more quality and more experience in the team.
For sure. Thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Peyton, go ahead.
Hi, Adrián. So this Gotham hasn't lost since they last played you. You've now given them their only 2 multi-goal losses, and you've touched on like the dynamism of this team and your preparation, the attack and the defense. But as a unit, like other teams are playing Gotham as well, and they're seeing the same film, they're doing the analysis, and they are not able to execute in the way that the Spirit have now twice this season. And I'm just wondering if there's anything specific that you think is allowing the team to execute, if it is that connection, or if there's just some intangible.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have an answer because we are preparing the games every week the same. So we respect a lot all the opponents. And yeah, I think we've been building that during a lot of weeks, and the team now feels strong. Again, it doesn't matter which team we have in front of. And today, I think we we needed to be very aggressive in terms of defending, very mature, playing with different rhythms because also the weather was a factor. And I think we are competing every day much better. So I don't have the answer, to be honest, because yeah, for sure we analyze the opponent. We try to identify maybe the weaknesses and how we can attack, how we need to defend. But again, I think it's a matter of being a team. Now we are strong because we built those connections and the team feels strong and yeah, fighting until the end. And again, last week we had that goal at the last minute. Today, different game, but also I think the performance that we are showing is like I think really good because of the connections that we are building.
Annie?
Thank you. Hi. Hi, Adrián. Congratulations on the win. With Courtney's goal, the Spirit now have 11 players who've scored this season. And I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on kind of how they're able to be dangerous for so many different positions and players.
Yeah, that's maybe an answer for the last question. So when I'm saying that we are dynamic, I'm saying also that we are attacking in a different ways and we can score in a different way. So different players can score. And I think that's really positive. And it shows that we are getting all the players involved and we are very, versatile also. We don't attack just in one way. We don't need just one player to score. And I think that's really positive. And also the players are showing that level, that performance. And I think that's another factor, another key point that if some days, for example, Trin, Ule, or Croy, they don't score. So we have other players, Hachi, Courtney, Hal has scored. So we have other players that Lina also in Portland. So I think that's really positive. That's what we want and that's what we are working for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And JJ, wrap us up.
Adrián, you've gone off to a quick start this year. Now you're going to be going through a coaching transition. You've got 2 games before the Olympics and then the Summer Cup and then CONCACAF. Like, how do you take this win and carry it through while going through all these transitions?
Really positive. I mean, we are focused just on day by day, every week. So we don't think too much in the future, to be honest, because we cannot control that. So I'm just thinking about today's game and now tomorrow I'll think about, how to recover and how to prepare the next week. And yeah, we are trying to make this transition as smooth as possible also, thinking about the team, thinking about what is best for the players. And it's going to be pretty smooth. So we have enough time to build that. Then we have that summer break that we can also bring new players. We have time enough to train, to continue improving. And yeah, I think this is really positive. And now we have just 2 more games before that break and try to win as many games as possible.
Congrats on the goal, Courtney, debut or first pro goal. First of all, just got to ask you about it. How did it feel?
Oh, it was a really, really special moment. Something that I'll never forget. I think that image of the ball hitting the back of the net is just burned into my brain forever.
And I think you may have had family there as well. Did family travel to that game for you?
Yeah, so my husband, he came up from DC from where we live, and my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law came from Utah, and 2 friends came from Utah as well.
Wow, that's amazing. And one of the hardest goalkeepers to beat. Wanted to ask you about the role that you've been in. You've cracked the starting lineup in this role for a couple games. How have you been able to grow in this role? And does the goal kind of solidify the work that you've put in so far?
I mean, I really have to credit my coaches and my teammates. I feel like they've helped me grow so much from preseason until now. And I feel like there's still a ton of growth ahead of me. Really, like, the goal was special and like it was a really special moment, but like I still gotta show up to training every day and work hard for the team to continue down the path that I'm going on.
Appreciate it. Congrats on the goal again and congrats on the win.
Thanks so much.
Annie, you want to go ahead?
Sure. Hi, Courtney. Congratulations on the win. It looked like things were a little difficult there at the kind of very beginning, first half of the game, and Gotham had you all pretty well controlled. What kind of adjustments did you have to make to deal with their tactics and performance tonight?
You know, I think we really just had to be a little bit more gritty, specifically picking up like loose balls in the midfield. We needed to pick up loose balls and secure like the first 3 passes so that we could secure possession. I think the tide started to shift a little bit after the goal. We got some momentum and we're able to get more on our front foot. But yeah, I mean, just the start of the game, just maybe getting down and dirty a little bit better.
Thank you.
All right, back to Andre.
Just wanted to ask about the game itself. It seemed like obviously the game was moved from midday to 6 p.m., but it's still pretty hot out there. And then it was also a physical game. So was there any kind of figuring out how to cope with the heat, but also the physical nature with a lot of very tough fouls coming in and obviously Robin going down for a long time pretty early?
Yeah, I mean, we were expecting a physical game. This league is a very physical league, so that shouldn't have been a surprise to us. As for the heat, I mean, it was hot out there, but I honestly didn't think it was too bad. I think the humidity made the air a little bit thick, but the heat was pretty manageable.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And Jackie wraps up.
Thank you. Hey, Courtney, congrats on the win tonight. Just wanted to get your thoughts. I know you're talking about just learning a lot from the coaches on the team. And so just wanted to just get your thoughts about Jonah's arrival and just what you're looking forward to most when it comes to just working with him on a full-time basis now.
Yeah, we are obviously very excited to have him here now. Adrián is going to be continuing as our interim head for the time being, just to try to be as least disruptive to our season as possible, which as a player, I really appreciate. But I am excited to get to work with Jonah. He seems, you know, very sophisticated in his approach, has a very high soccer IQ. So, I mean, good things are ahead for us.
For sure. We'll appreciate your time.
All right, everyone, we have goalkeeper Aubrey Kingsbury. Andre, go ahead.
Appreciate it. Thanks for speaking with us, Aubrey. Congrats on the win and the clean sheet, which I want to talk to you about because they made you work for it. Penalty save for the clean sheet. How did that go? And did you have some notes on Stengel? I'm sure you faced her quite a few times in the past.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. We're freshman roommates from Wake Forest. And so we've got a long-standing history of facing each other in big games. So honestly, I just kind of went off instinct. I felt that she was going to go across her body to my right. And yeah, guessed right, because I've seen some of her tape. She's scored some in Liverpool to the keeper's left and right. So it was just kind of one of those hunches, and just, yeah, I knew that I wanted to come up big with the save. Being that late in the game, I was like, oh, we can't give away the shutout now. So yeah, I was really excited to come away with that. It was kind of funny. Some of the players came to congratulate me, but the ball wasn't out of bounds. I'm like, go defend. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, that was an exciting moment. I feel a little bad because she was celebrating her 100th cap. So I gave her a hug and she'll probably be upset with me for a while.
The hug will have to do as a consolation prize.
Yeah. She'll probably take the goal, but too bad.
Wanted to also ask about that first half, before the red card, because that obviously is always going to change a game. But before the red card, it was a pretty interesting tactical battle. There was a period early in the game where Gotham was kind of on top and the defense was packed down kind of low, and you had to find a way to kind of build out of that. What were you seeing then? And what were some of the ways that the team was trying to cope with that under pressure while still figuring out how to then generate attack to kind of push Gotham back a little bit?
Credit to Gotham, they came out pressing, like you're saying, especially after coming off a midweek game. We knew they wanted to win. We knew they were coming for us, especially after we had beat them 2-0 last match, that this would just present a new challenge. They've got a lot of informed players and they're on a bit of a streak themselves. I think we were a little frantic in the beginning, leading up to the red card. We couldn't solve their first line of pressure. I think our spacing was a little off, myself included. It was just a little bit too close to Hal and Andy, and just kind of, yeah, couldn't solve it. Just a little frantic. We need to switch the ball more because the weak side was open, but we just weren't really seeing that weren't executing. So that's definitely something we'll work on, is just kind of taking a breather, let the pressure come and find a way to play through and play out the other side.
Appreciate that. But also, you did end up managing your way through it and did get a goal when it was 11v11. So there was some work done to kind of get through it. So what was kind of the thing that kind of helped? Was it just Croy and the players kind of doing a thing on a counterattack like we've seen, or was there more to it?
I'll have to watch it back, but this team is incredibly dangerous. We can, you know, come out of absolutely a ton of pressure on top of us, and just all it takes is one opportunity, moment of brilliance. And again, I think the theme has been our youngsters coming up big. So Courtney Brown getting her first goal. She's our 4th rookie to score. Super proud of her. Super excited for her to get on the score sheet. And then again, out of half, a minute and a half into the second half, Trinity with an absolute rocket. So I just think this team is so dangerous because we can create something out of nothing. And those weren't our only chances. There were 2 counterattacks. Like, I was so excited. Found Trin on the outlet, the pass to Croy where she just barely missed. And then Courtney almost had a second in the second half. Again, same thing, quick outlet to Trin, and we're off to the races. So we're certainly dangerous off the counter. I think the next step for us is being able to build a little bit more, have longer possessions, longer sustained attacks, and just break teams down a little bit more.
Appreciate it. Again, congrats on the win and the clean sheet.
Mario, go ahead.
Hey, Aubrey, congratulations on the victory and the clean sheet. I just wanted to ask, this season you guys got back-to-back victories against Gotham. How's the morale going into the game today, and how's the morale after securing all 3 points?
Pretty great. This team believes we can beat anyone. We're excited to take on, you know, Kansas City, Orlando again. Like, there's no team that we're afraid of. It's kind of all about us. It's about the process, and we know we still have so much room to grow. So if we continue to learn and grow from each game, I believe there's no one that we can't beat. We really look forward to the challenges that each game presents. And yeah, we're a young team. We're growing a lot, and I think we've come so far this season, just from match 1 now. We're middle of the season. Looking forward to seeing how much more we can do.
Also, with Jonah coming in this week, you guys were able to actually meet him. What was your first impressions of Jonah?
It's been a short week. I think he's been at about 2 trainings. So still very new, but it's been great to have him on the field, and he's starting to just get integrated a little bit into our sessions and give little pointers and things. So yeah, it's been a smooth kind of transition. Obviously, Adrián is still acting as our interim head coach for now, and we trust that Jonah will take over when he's ready. But yeah, right now we're just getting him, and we've got 2 other new staff, Tony and Andreas, get them kind of plugged in and getting to know everyone. But yeah, we're just really excited for the level of expertise. Obviously, he's a winner. He has played at some incredible games, and just a brilliant soccer mind. So looking forward to getting to know him more and seeing what he brings to this team, and seeing what we can learn and accomplish under Jonah. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And Bernie, wrap us up.
Congratulations on the win. Could you touch on the fact that how the team was able to stop the #1 defense and also to shut them down?
Yeah. I think we've got one of the best attacks in the league. Like I was mentioning earlier, we can score out of nowhere. Just our ability on the counterattack. We have some incredibly fast forwards and some rookies who honestly just put away the chances that they're given. So, yeah, I think we're an incredibly dangerous team. And then on the other end, we've conceded more than I would like this season, but one of our main focuses recently has been defending in the box. So we're getting a lot more physical, touch tight, marking our runners, crosses, set pieces has been a particular weakness for us. So I was really proud of the way we competed today. I thought that we limited their chances. They were resorting to shooting from distance or just creating things off set pieces again. but yeah, nothing too dangerous. Granted, we were up a player, but great fight. They're a hot team. I think they were previously unbeaten in 9, so we knew it was gonna be a tough game for us. Came out, got the win, got the 3 points, and we're hitting the road tonight. So yeah, it definitely makes the bus ride better to get a win.
Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, everyone. We will see you back home next weekend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks. Safe trip back, y'all.
Thanks. See ya.
Thank you. Safe trip.